Okay, well, here's all the parts to make the oil holder, and so I'll break them down and show you other little parts, just so you have a good idea what they look like individually. I'll run over to Home Depot and show them to you. I already got them bolted up now, so these are all separate parts. This middle part's separate than the big part, and that's what holds the tube in there. When you put the tube in, just rest in there like that. And so then you got the other big tube that goes in and just rest over like that one. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and paint them all now and get it all set up and go from there. This thing here is one of those covers that when you poke a hole in your door, when you open the door too far on a house and it hits the drywall, it pokes a hole in it. So you get this little piece of, it's a little cover, and I just drilled a hole out and put in a handle. But that's what that is on the top. So all these little parts, I'll show them to you later. But anyway, that's the whole thing. I'm going to go ahead and paint it now. So that's it, finished.
Tutorial on how to do
Looks
this.
like that. I'll get you all the pictures in the front and should be all set. So anyway, that's the way it'll work out. Holds 56 oils and you're all set. You can find these Lazy Susans over at Amazon or anywhere, any hardware store. For some reason they don't carry them at Home Depot. They got like 6-inch ones or 8-inch ones or something. But anyway, they have these little 3-inch ones, which is perfect for what we're using. You know, you could even use a 4-inch one if you didn't mind if it showed a little bit. But a 3-inch one seemed to work perfectly for me. It does the job. You know, it says they hold 200 pounds and it only weighs, you know, a pound or two. So it's definitely strong enough. So anyway, these ones here are $5.43, but I picked mine up for $3 at the local hardware store. So anyway, just Google it, you know, 3-inch Lazy Susan, and pick one up. That's where you're going to get it. You can't get it at Home Depot, but I'll get you all the rest of the parts there, okay? You can find pre-cut pieces of ABS right here at Home Depot. So they have all kinds of pieces that are 2 foot long or whatever. And you can buy a big long stick. This is if you don't have anything, you don't want any extra. That's what you want to do, is buy a pre-cut piece of pipe. There's a 2 foot section. You can make it 2 foot tall or anything less than that. You're going to be buying 2 of the 4-inch pipe strainers. You see right there, and then 2 of the 2-inch pipe strainers. Okay, that's going to hold your middle pipe in. Show you how that's done. These are the wall predictors. Like if you open your door too fast and hits the drywall without a door stop, punches a hole into your drywall. So you use these to cover the hole. Any doorknob, of course. You might even have one around the house, but if not, just pick one of those up. That'll go on the top. You can pick up the 12-inch extension tube, and like right there, they're $1.96 each. Anyway, I just put 2 of them together, so it's 24 inches long. So if you want the thing to be 2 foot long, you can, or you can cut it shorter. You know, if you want it to be only 18 inches, you simply cut it at 18 inches and use it there. So whatever you want, you have at least 2 feet right there for, again, $1.96 each. Okay, so here's the whole concept. So you got the 4-inch strainer, goes to the side there, and it fits just perfectly right inside the pipe. Then you have the smaller one that you're going to bolt together with the 4-inch one. I'll show you the holes in a second. Then you stick the pipe right inside there, as I showed you, and it's all set up here. It's the same thing on the top. So the exact same thing applies, exactly the same as the top and bottom, and then it's ready to go into your piece right here. Okay, and let me kind of show you that together. Okay, so that's the whole thing. Just take your pipe and slide it over. It slips right on in. Boom, all the way down, and it's perfect. And then of course your other one, you're going to bolt these things together. See the hole right there? There's a hole in this one too. So just one little bolt goes through both of them to hold it together. And the bolts don't get in the way because the pipe's hollow. So you just put a little bolt, nut and bolt in there, and you put this thing on. It goes like this when it's all done, you know. It sits in there, and this one sits inside there like that, and it goes back down there again, and that's the whole thing. You put your doorknob, you know, protect wall shield protector thing. You put that right on top, and that finishes it off. And then you put your little knob right on top. It's pretty. Now all you got to do is make a base. Now I only found one at Home Depot that looked like that, but that won't really fit. So You'd have one a little bit bigger, you know, like we had a 5-inch, 6-inch base, whatever. I had a piece of 6-inch Lexan I used, but you have to find something. Even this piece of wood it's sitting on, whatever you like. Here's a piece of oak. It was set up. You could have it sitting on that, and then you put your Lazy Susan on that, and I got you that. I'll show you that Lazy Susan you can order. I don't carry one at Home Depot. So, okay, people were asking, how do you mark it nice and straight lines? Put it up against anything like that, any kind of edge. You set it against there and put a piece of molding against it like that, and then just mark it across. That's a line. Then you just turn it, however far you want it to be, 1.5 inches or whatever between each line, and you mark it again. And you keep on moving it like that, 1.5 inches at a time or whatever, marking it again. Then you just take your tape measure and come across, wherever you want your holes at. Just space them accordingly to how tall this is. Because remember, this thing shows 2 feet there, but you can make them 4 feet long. You can do whatever you wanted. This just happens to be 2 feet. I think I made mine 18 inches, but you could do anything you wanted. It's just all your material, so everything fits exactly the same way. All right. So anyway, that's how you mark it nice and straight. Just go ahead and put a board up there, so you set it like that. You're setting the board against it. Now mine, when I glued the bottom, I didn't let the pipe go all the way to the very bottom. It could have just snugged right in there, but I didn't want it to. I wanted to leave a little gap there to make it look kind of cool. And so anyway, I did that, and I left a little bit extra on the top. Again, you know, you can make them really tight like I showed you before, just by pushing them all the way in. But I used ABS glue, just put a little tiny bit of glue. You don't need much. A tiny bit, and hold it right where you want it. So if you want a gap, just put a little tiny glue on the one edge, put it on there and hold it. And then same thing at the top, and then screw your thing on. Remember that same hole goes right through there, and all the pieces are in one big piece now. Remember the two you were going to put in the same bolt, nut and bolt. So anyway, it's all just like that. Works out great. Works out fantastic. So anyway, the holes are the same size, whatever holes you want for your bottles, so just measure it and start drilling. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them down below. I'll answer anything. Sometimes I go too fast and people don't really get it, so just go ahead and put it down below and I'll answer right away. This one's only 15 inches tall, and if you were to make it 24 inches tall, literally you could get 80 bottles on there. So you can do it any way you want, from 2 foot to 15 inches or anywhere else you want. Depends how many bottles you have and how many you plan on getting.